Maharani Gayathree Devi. She was one of the most modern and independent Maharanis of India. She was born as a Princess of Kuch Bihar on 23rd May 1919 in London. Her father, Maharaja Jitendra Narayan, who was the Maharaja of Kuch Bihar in West Bengal, and her mother, Indira Raje, who was the Princess of Baroda. Gayatri Devi's primary education was done in London Cledawell Private School and from Vishwa Bharatiya School. Later, she completed her higher education from Shanti Niketan and London College of Secretaries. Gayatri Devi had a royal childhood in a luxurious palace which had around 500 servants. Gayatri Devi was known to be the fashion icon in her adulthood. She was included in Vogue magazine as one of the most beautiful women in the world. Gayatri had many hobbies. She was an excellent horse rider and also an able polo player and also a good shooter. She used to spend her many days out on shikars. She was just 12 when she hunted cheetah for the first time. She is the first Indian who brought Mercedes-Benz W126 car to India. Then it is shifted to Malaysia. Including this, she had a huge collection of cars. Gayatri was also known as Aisha by her families and close friends. She was just 12 when she met Raja Sahib Man Singh for first time. He used to come to Calcutta to play polo and he was staying with her family. After 9 years, Maharaja Man Singh, who was already married and had 2 wives, fell in love with the Gayatri Devi. And both were loving each other. Their relationship faced opposition on all the sides, but still they married in May 1940 while she was 21 and he was 30. Being the third wife of the Maharaja was not an easy feat for her. She adjusted to the life of formalities and restriction. Unlike the other 2 Maharanis, she refused to wear purda, and she was also the first Maharani of Jaipur who condemned the purda system. She always wanted to abolish those social evils have been practicing against the woman. So she wanted to change it from the scratch. She started Maharani Gayatri Devi School for Girls with 40 students and with English teaching. But she was able to do it only after convincing those orthodox parents. The school bus, which have been using for the transportation of the students, was with completely covered window, and there was a transition screen between driver and students. She was the first ever lady to have won the Lok Sabha seat by 1,92,909 votes. It was one of the history in India, that too against Congress. Gayatri Devi had one son whose name is Prince Jagat Singh, who was the Maharaja of Isarda. Later he married to a Mom Priyanandana Rangsit, who was the Princess of Thailand. This married couple had 2 children, Maharaja Devraj Singh and Rajkumari Lalithya. Today, they are only the real heirs of their grandmother, Gayatri Devi. Gayatri Devi died on 29th July 2009 when she was 90 years old.